Hi everybody. You know how every time I visit my son's place and up in Utah, I always end up with all these projects to do, usually something to do with the bus. And if you remember, I'm not sure if it was the last time or the time before,
it's last time,
he was holding up signs about going hunting. Well,
we're not going hunting now. We're skipping turkeys to build a fence.
Yep. So his birthday's coming up, and being the great father that I am, I'm giving him a fence for his birthday. Some assembly required. So we'll show you how that all goes. Okay, so yesterday we got the panels and the 4x4 posts, got them all loaded up, and here's the fence. We're basically, this is a neighbor's house. I'm gonna come out here and then replace this fence all the way down through, and after that we're going to go across to the garage with a swing gate so we can be able to drive back and forth. But the first part of this process is we've got to move this shed that way about 8 inches. So I think that's going to be the hardest part of this. Okay, we used a long bar, lift it up out of the dirt, put a couple of 3x3s, looks like, and then shoved a couple of broken off fence posts here and just shoved it forward.
Yeah, it's got concrete.
And then we dug out the corner post, which seems to be the one that's cemented in the best. Well, as you saw from the time lapse, we tore the old fence all out, pulled all the posts, and I strung up this line to the back so that we can keep the fence straight. We're using that big beast to do post holes straight back, and this one, when the old fence we tore it out, we just wiggle it. We're able to pull the old post out, left the concrete right in, slid this one into place, and it's nice and straight. We're going to add a little more concrete around top, and then a lot around this corner post, but we're moving right along, and now we're going to keep drilling holes every 8 feet, putting in a post. So here comes another time lapse. So you put the first panel in place. What we decided to do was just to get these first few panels up today, and it's getting up in the 90s. We'll get in first thing in the morning and go. But what we're doing is I got a 3-inch screw up here, one in the middle, one down at the bottom, and we will get the outside eventually, just to have them screwed in from both sides. And now that we got these up, we'll be able to have the string all the way down through to give us, we'll be able to tie it off on this and have a nice guideline here. Yeah. And what we'll do is come along later and we'll mix up the concrete tomorrow. We'll concrete around these things, but getting this corner just right is important. Well, day 2 of construction, and we only had those 2 on last night, and we've been moving right along. We did already have this whole dug, but what we've been doing is concreting as we go. So we're about to concrete around this post, and as ever, it's like everybody will tell you, this is how we're gonna do it. It's not necessarily how we suggest anybody else do it. A lot of people just dump the dry concrete around, maybe run the hose in and say, you know, it'll absorb it, it'll be fine. Other people say mix it in the wheelbarrow, dump it in. I'm going to show you, we're sort of doing a smash of those 2 methods. So we'll get a bag of concrete over here and we'll show you how we do it. Okay, as I said, we're doing a smash up of this. So get the hole, we'll run some water in, and I turn the water on a little faster, and we're basically wetting the concrete as it's going in. And we got a stick someplace to stir it up right there in the hole.
Where's the stick? Right there.
And it's okay if it's a little soupy, because that water is going to slip right into the surrounding soil. And please ignore the jet. We're right near an Air Force base, and so that's a fact of life.
And that's our tax money getting wasted right there.
Secret shadow government.
We got enough planes and war equipment to blow up the world 10 times over.
They know when you turn a GoPro on, folks, it's the time to, somebody's recording and we need to fly a couple jets over and mess them up. So,
like 4-bar general gonna be one.
So that's basically how we've been doing it, and it ends up within about 20 minutes of it's already setting up. This post is not going anywhere, and the same with all the ones around.
They made him a 4-star general just to bring him over from Germany.
Welcome to day 3. Today's is basically cleanup day, but here's the fence. And the ground level jumped up back there, so we just, behind the shed, just bumped it up. This extra panel here, we got one more panel, but we've got to cut this down. So, but pretty nice fence, if I do say so. And we're about to make a dump run with all of this, and there's a few other things on there.
Jumped off the wagon and he spread out his hands. Brace yourself.